Hi, good morning, everyone. And I am back with some stories for you guys this morning. So the first story I have is called Sour Grape, and it's by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Sour Grape. I'm a sour grape. Grrr. If somebody upsets me, I'll remember it. If somebody wrongs me, I won't forget it. If somebody insults me, I'll never ignore it. Nope. And that's him, the sour grape. See that banana over there? That banana slipped and bumped into me. So I'm holding a grudge. And a grudge means that you just are mad at that person and you just don't get over it. And it was an accident. The banana slipped and bumped into him. But he's still going to get angry over it. And you see that orange? That orange didn't call me back for a week. I'm going to hold a grudge. Just because he didn't call him. And you see that lime? That lime borrowed my scarf and never returned it. Grudge. So he has all these grudges against all these other fruit. I suppose I got pretty thin skin for a grape. Nobody steps on this grape. Grrr. Granted, it wasn't always this way. So he didn't always used to be like this. I grew up in a close-knit bunch. There were about 3,000 of us in our little community. We were sweet to each other. You look very nice today. So do you. You do too. They were all very nice to each other. We all lived on a vine. Sure, it was a bit claustrophobic. That means they were very close together. And so they felt very closed in, especially when we were trying to get ready in the morning. Are you done in there? Come on. Right? Like when you're fighting over the bathroom. But my family was ripe with humor, goodwill, and warmth, and we did the best with what we had. Are you going to finish that? So they were a nice little family. They were very nice to each other, and they all got along so well. My grandparents visited on the weekends. We'd stroll in the sun. They'd teach us what we knew. They said it takes a bunch to raise a seed. They said that good grapes roll in their own way in life. They told us to be kind, forgiving, considerate, and grateful, or grateful. My grandpa said with a wink, above all, no matter what life throws at you, and there will be a lot, try to stay sweet. My grandma said, indeed, we said in response. And for a while, I was the sweetest of the sweet. I said, please, and I said, thank you, and I brushed aside life's little annoyances. I knew how good I had it. So he was pretty nice before. But then one day something changed in me. So let's see what made him change and turn into a sour grape and hold grudges with everyone. It was my birthday. I had rigorously and vigorously planned a big party for weeks. I sent out invitations with a date, prominently displayed. Get this, I had a Ferris wheel, a magician, and hay rides. I had snacks upon snacks upon snacks. The highlight of the party, though, was fireworks display, which would happen at sundown. I stood out front and I waited for folks to arrive. I had a gigantic smile on my face and I waited. Everybody was a little late, it seemed. No big deal, no big whoop. So I waited. A tumbleweed rolled by. A coyote howled in the distance. The sun sank behind the hills, and I waited. Nobody showed up, and I mean nobody. By the time the fireworks show started, with me as the sole spectator, I was scowling. So he had a birthday party, and what happened? Right, nobody came to his birthday party. So right now he is not very happy. He's pretty angry that nobody came to his birthday party. I considered everybody invited, and only one thought came to my mind. Grudge, 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 grudge. And that's why he held so many grudges, because he is very upset that nobody came to his birthday party. After that, my personality became something else entirely. I went from a nice sweet grape to a bitter grape to a snappy grape. Move my chair. He's mad at the cat. And finally, I became, what did he become? That's right, he became a sour grape. Grr. I started holding minor grudges that eventually became major grudges. Why don't you watch where you're going? Even if somebody just bumped into him by accident, he got all mad. I scowled so much that my face, it got all squishy, because when you get angry, your face gets all squishy, and that's what happened to him. You don't even know what? Don't even bother calling me back. And I took my grumpiness out on others. Are you ever gonna return my scarf? He was not very nice to everybody. He was very angry with everyone. And that's just how it's been, day after day, week after week, month after month, grudge after grudge. But something happened recently that changed my thinking. Let's see what happened to him that's going to change his thinking. I was getting ready to meet up with my friend Lenny, the only fellow I know who's as sour as I am. Lenny and I usually go to the park where we sit on the bench and we just rant about stuff. That means they just complain about everything. But just as I was heading out the door, I bumped my knee. After I bandaged myself up, I discovered that I had a flat tire. And then I missed the bus, and then the next bus was late. And finally, I got off at the wrong stop. Oh, he's not having a good day. You think he's going to be on time to meet his friend? No, right? All these things are happening to him. And by the time I arrived at the park, it was getting dark. Lenny was fuming, and he was furious. And he got his face got all squishy, and he was so mad. He's like, why are you late? Where were you? See how mad he is? Look at his face. We agreed to meet at 4:00. You're 3 hours late. He's really mad at him, but it wasn't his fault. All those things happened to him. He got a flat tire, and then the bus, and he got to the wrong stop. A lot of things happened to him, and he hurt his knee. I tried to explain why I was so tardy, but Lenny wouldn't listen. He already made up his mind, and he formed a huge grudge, and he wouldn't budge. So now Lenny's really mad at him. So now, right now, he's starting to understand, like, wait a second, let's see what's going to happen, how he's going to change how he feels. I couldn't believe it. How unfair I thought, how ridiculous I thought, how similar to the way that I would react. He's starting to realize, wait a second, that's something that I would say to somebody. That's something I would do. And that's not very fair. Sometimes things happen. It's not your fault. You can't hold a grudge. And Lenny was pretty worked up. He was pacing back and forth, emitting occasional grumbles, and his tone was very tart. Besides, it was nice out. I noticed the sky changing colors, the chirping of the birds, the evening breeze, the buzz of the park's insects coming alive at night, and I suddenly felt grateful and peaceful and calm. So now he's changing how he feels. He realizes that it's not really fair to treat people like that, to hold grudges. And look, it's such a nice day out, and he's just enjoying it. Had I been missing all this simple beauty because I was too busy complaining? Meanwhile, Lenny stormed off muttering something about disrespect and lack of consideration. I'm pretty sure I heard him add a grrr on there too. So he starts to realize, look, I'm missing all this beauty, all this niceness, all this peacefulness, calmness, because I've been complaining and holding grudges, and that's not really fair. I walked home. I pulled a dusty box out from under my bed, and there were old family photos inside. I spotted myself in one of the pictures, and I was so sweet then. I knew that little grape from the photo was still a big part of me deep down. I would just take some work to get there again. And there he is when he was little. And he was so nice then, very nice and sweet. And that was the exact moment that I found the invitation I sent out for the infant's birthday party. The one, you remember? That's why he started to get all mad, the birthday party where nobody showed up. It said May 31st, but wait a minute. My birthday was May 21st. I told everybody to come on the wrong day. That's why nobody came to his birthday party. He had the wrong date on there. It was all my fault. I realized that nobody's perfect, not even me, right? So that's why nobody came to his birthday party. He had the wrong date. After that day, I started noticing other things too, like how remaining sour all the time is so draining. I wasted so much energy holding grudges that I could have easily cleared the air if I felt hurt. And yes, I still get upset from time to time, but that's okay because now I talk and I listen and I work things out, right? Everybody gets upset. That's normal. You could get upset. Sometimes you have to take a deep breath and you have to talk it out and listen, right? You don't need to hold grudges and be a sour grape and be all grr. My sourness is fading. I'm letting go of all my grudges. And hey, it's working. Slip-ups happen. I'm just glad you're okay. Remember when Banana slipped into him? It's like, it's okay, Banana. And that scarf looks sublime on you. Why don't you just keep it? Really? You're the best. Aren't you glad to get to catch up? I'm so grateful we did. See, they're making little jokes with each other. And he's realizing it's so much better now. Now he's at peace. Sure, sometimes I still let out a little grr when I'm frustrated, like grr. But then I move on, and my face is less squishy too. Oh, and don't worry, things are okay with Lenny again. Gosh, sorry I'm late. You must be furious. No big deal, my friend. Right? He's learning to let it go, not have grudges. And he's becoming the nice grape that he was before. You know what? If you look at things in the right sort of way, and if you remember to be kind, considerate, forgiving, and grateful, life can be pretty sweet. And that's a good way to live life, to be kind, to be considerate, forgiving, and grateful. That's a really good way to live life. Yes, indeed. And that was The Sour Grape by Jory John and Pete Oswald. I hope you like that story. I have another one for you guys. It's Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. And this is the first book from the pigeon. And I want to read this in honor because it's the pigeon's birthday. So I wanted to share this book with you guys. And it is one of my favorites. I do love the pigeon. I thought he'd never leave. Hey, okay, so we're not going to let the pigeon drive the bus. Oops, sorry, guys, I missed the first part. Hey, I'm the bus driver. Listen, I got to leave for a little while. So can you watch things for me until I get back? Oh, and remember, don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Okay, so we're not going to let the pigeon drive the bus. I thought he'd never leave. Hey, can I drive the bus? What are we going to say to him? Right, we're going to tell him now. He can't drive the bus. Please, I'll be careful. No. I'll tell you what, I'll just steer. My cousin Herb, he drives a bus almost every day. No way, Pigeon. True story. That's what that little line means above his head. He's like, vroom, 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 Pigeon at the wheel. Now, nope, we're not letting him ride the bus. I never get to do anything. Hey, I got an idea. Let's play drive the bus. I'll go first. Come on, just once around the block. Are we going to let him drive the bus? No. I'll be your best friend. How about I give you $5? No, fair. I bet your mom would let me. What's the big deal? It's just a bus. I have dreams, you know. Fine. Let me drive the bus. Are we going to let him drive the bus even though he's getting all crazy? No, he cannot drive the bus. That means he's getting really angry. See that above his head? Why is he so angry? Yeah, that's right, because we're not letting him drive the bus. I'm back. You didn't let the pigeon drive the bus, did you? Nope, right? We didn't let him. Great. Thanks a lot. Uh-oh. Bye. Aw, pigeon looks so sad. He's all sad over here because he can't drive the bus. Hey, now look what he sees. The truck. He's going to want to drive the truck. And that was don't let the pigeon drive the bus. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, everybody.